There are a lot of ways you could describe Sayonara Wild Hearts. It's an arcade game, it's a story about heartbreak, but I think at its most novel, Sayonara Wild Hearts is a video game equivalent to an album. I went into Sayonara Wild Hearts with the expectation that it was an interactive music album, and with the expectation that I'd love it. But at first I didn't love it, and then I got a little bit in and I did love it. I finished the game and then I didn't love it, and now a couple days later, I think I do love it. See, a lot of the early tracks in the game are pretty transitional, just taking you from major song to major song, and some of the earliest stages are just forgettable. But then I hit the first major song of the game, and the first real rhythm set piece, and it all clicked for me. This is what you're earning in the game. You're earning these cool scenes where the visuals and music are in sync with your gameplay. And when these hit at just the right time, when I was really getting into the music and the gameplay, it gave me chills. Not every level delivered on that sort of electric feeling, but I think that's fine. To quote Simon Flesser, one of the founders of Simogo, in an interview with The Verge, I think it has the same philosophy as an album, in that all the levels are self-contained parts with their own little ideas and twists. But together they form a bigger concept. We also didn't want to use the same ideas over and over. Every level needed to feel like they presented their own little tricks, just like a song on an album. And that's Sayonara Wild Hearts. It's not an interactive music album, it's the video game equivalent of an album. That distinction is important because the game isn't about the music alone, it's about the art, the gameplay, and the music, all playing together as a singular art piece. And like an album, you aren't always going to love every track. I appreciate the artistry of the cohesive whole of Sayonara Wild Hearts, but most of my time going back to the game has been spent just playing the levels I like. I played Sayonara Wild Hearts at the start of this year because I wanted to kick off a New Year's resolution to get through my game backlog, and Sayonara Wild Hearts is probably the shortest game I own, clocking in at about an hour long. While I technically beat the game, I've probably made my whole backlog situation a little worse. See, Sayonara Wild Hearts might join a list of games I go back and play over and over again, alongside games like Super Mario 64. It's so easy to pick up and play for just 5 minutes and enjoy. So because of that, it may actually never exit my backlog. Whoops. But hey, that's the point of playing your backlog, right? Maybe there's some new favorites hiding in your backlog too, just waiting to be discovered. If this is what I've been missing in my pile of unplayed games, then I'm excited to see what's next. So should you play Sayonara Wild Hearts? Well, let's go into Simogo's description of what Sayonara Wild Hearts is. Sayonara Wild Hearts is a soup made of pop culture. It's Outrun, the Teddy Girls subculture, Carly Rae Jepsen, Rez, Cafe Racers, WarioWare, Bloomchin, the 1950s, Modern Dance, Akira, F-Zero, Space Harrier, Sia, Gradius, the 1980s, Charlie XCX, Sailor Moon, Oendan, Tron, Rhythm Tengoku, Punch-Out!, and a good portion of ourselves, strangeness and mysticism stuffed into a blender. I don't know what a third of those things are, but I know that the other 2/3 are right up my alley. If that description excites you, play Sayonara Wild Hearts. And if not, that's cool too. Maybe some other developer will make a video game album that's right up your alley one of these days.